Hey, Theo here at Track Talent. We're live at Unleash. I'm here to talk to Noel. I'd like to tell people at home a little bit about yourself while you're here.
Yeah, so I'm Noel Brown and I'm the Global Talent Acquisition Leader for Thermo Fisher Scientific. We're a biotech company with about 75,000 people and we're hiring about 20,000 people every year.
You were mentioning there's significant growth in the next few years.
Yes, we have a plan to double our business. Our 2030 vision is to 50 billion or 50 billion revenue business, and we'll probably double in size of employees as well, about 150,000. So clearly a lot of that is going to be through acquisition, but also through the good work of my colleagues around the world in TA.
So how are you managing that challenge of significant growth? What are you focusing on?
Yeah, so we collectively at the beginning of the year realised that as we are starting to grow, we've seen this year a 40% shift in the volume of firm. The wheels were starting to wobble, so we took a step back, and our global VP of Talent Acquisition, Anita Griffin, and the rest of the leadership team went through a process we call as PPI, which is Practical Process Improvement, but it's really Lean Six Sigma, building the function for where we're going to go over the next few years. So it's taken all year to get there, and we, as of October 1st, have created 3 regions: Americas, EMEA, and APAC. Recruiting teams. We're going through training recruiter standard work, leader standard work. The idea behind recruiter standard work is get recruiters doing what they're great at, and just talking to candidates. And all the other stuff, the non-value add process that we're doing from other parts of the organisation, a bit of those, let the team focus on being recruiters.
Brilliant. So what technology utilising, what are finding is working to help relieve recruiters and kind of advocate with all of this stuff these days?
Yeah, absolutely. So core systems are Workday and Connect, so Smashflies or CRM. But we're helping add in certain areas of candidate ID we use to automate our talent pipeline, and then that helps increase our time to fill and the quality of hires. So I think that's a solution that's been very effective for us. But we are looking at AI in the loosest sense of the word AI. It's process automation more than artificial intelligence, but taking those, so interview booking, for example, or scheduling and automating that to take that work off the hands of our TA coordinators and again focus them on candidate experience.
What's the size and scope of the team now?
So we have a team of about 300 folks globally, and the coordinators are integral to that candidate experience. But my remit is all of our hiring everything in the United States. So we have a team for EMEA, APAC, and then Canada and Latin America.
So you talked a bit about candidate experience there. How is that going to into global experience as well?
So candidate experience, we measure our hiring managers, we measure our candidate experience, and recruiters measure our hiring managers and how they embody our employer brand that they're talking to candidates. And it's a great point because we can do a great job of attracting people to us. They get them excited and then they arrive on day one and it's not really aligned to what they were thinking. So this is really about being authentic at that beginning, and doing that we're using some video technology to have our hiring managers video job descriptions and talk about what it's really like, get them to see the environment and become more engaged with them when they arrive. They know exactly what the role of the people are going to be, and we're seeing some improvement now in terms of nutrition and lowering some of those key sets.
So Thermo Fisher is going to double its size, that's the plan. How are you going to account for that level of growth in terms of acquisition? Is that going to go, or are you going to resolve that by technology?
Yeah, a combination of technology and then looking at how we can leverage RPO, for instance, to help us scale. 300 is a lot of people. Like what most organizations, headcount is precious, so we're going to focus those 300 people on the most high value, and then get support from our RPO partners around the world to help us see what we need with projects or specific areas or new markets.
So what are you doing now for the rest of the day?
So I have a session on tech startup this afternoon. So I think it's based around them on a panel. I think we're talking about technology, how some of the startups can engage with corporations, what works, what doesn't, trying to help them a little bit. And again, it's super impressed with the tech that's here. It's very interesting stuff.
Absolutely. I think it's certainly a very small organisation solving a really big problem. Well, it's exciting. So you're utilising a lot of startup and a small growing tech company?
Yes, I mentioned Candidate Ideas. We started with a company called Candex about 7 years ago. That's venue management. These were all startups at the inception of the beginning because they did that. They saw the unique problem we had that we weren't able to solve elsewhere. So recently I did a demo of a product called Trickle.works. That is allowing me to almost like Twitter raise an issue and then based on the amount of engagement on that, you're using emoticons to vote on it. You can understand how people are pulsing the organization. As a HR practitioner, you should maybe get involved. So I thought that was really neat too.
Sounds like you've got your fingers in the pulse. What's happening out there?
Sure. Yeah,
Well, lovely to meet you. Thanks so much for your time. Enjoy the day.